Assalamu alaikum and Jai Hind. I bring you greetings from Aligarh Muslim University, one of the three universities enshrined in the Constitution of India as institutions of national importance. There are three universities: Aligarh Muslim University, Banaras Hindu University, and Delhi University. Since its birth, Aligarh has been the spawning ground of leaders, not only in politics, but varied and diverse fields. यानी अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी में खाली पॉलिटिकल नेता उभरे नहीं हैं, मगर कई मुकामों पर हमारे एलमनाई जो हैं चमक आए हैं. We probably have the distinction of being the only university in the world which has produced heads of state of 4 different countries. यानी हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी ने 4 heads of state 4 अलग-अलग मुल्कों पे दिए हैं. President Zakir Hussain, the former President of India, and Dr. Hamid Ansari, the President, Vice President of India, are AMU alumni. यानी President Zakir Hussain और हामिद अंसारी साहब अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी के alumni रहे हैं. We are proud of the fact that the London-based Times London has graded Aligarh Muslim University as the 9th best educational institution in the country. Ahead of us were 7 IIMs and IITs, and the only university ahead of Aligarh Muslim University was Delhi University. My dear friends, for the last 66 years, we've been romancing with democracy, where, according to age-old Indian customs and traditions, we allowed our wise old men to lead us. The youth, except in some exceptional cases, remained on the fringes. यानी मेरा मतलब यह है कि हमारे ट्रेडिशंस के अनुसार हमने जो बुजुर्ग लोग हैं उनको चांस दी लीडरशिप के लिए, और हमारे जो यूथ है वो साइड में रहा. 2013 में इसमें तब्दीली हुई है. 2013 has changed the entire equation. The youth, realizing that politics needed to be revitalized, rejuvenated, and cleansed. I stress cleansed. Not only participated in politics, but brought about changes which surprised the nation. यानी 2013 में जो यूथ है उसने समझा कि तब्दीली की ज़रूरत है, सिस्टम को साफ करना है, और ऐसी तब्दीलियां आई हैं जिसमें सारा देश जो है आश्चर्य से रह चुका. Who could think that the 2 largest and well-established political parties would be undercut by an upstart Aam Aadmi Party? It was an embodiment of, I quote, power to the ordinary, the power to the powerless, and the start of giving power from below. The youth shed the role of being mere spectators. जो जवान हैं उन्होंने जो रोल है spectators का वो छोड़ दिया, and spearheaded the change they had long yearned for. और उन्होंने शुरुआत की कि तब्दीली होनी चाहिए। बहुत सालों से इसकी उनको तमन्ना थी और तमन्ना पूरी हुई। This demand for change was triggered primarily by concern for the safety of our women and because of rampant corruption. There was a widespread feeling that politicians lived in ivory towers and were not accessible and responsive to the public. The young rightly felt that power was not about privileges and perks, but of responsibility. There was a demand from the young for transparency, accountability, decentralization, and Swaraj. And politics needed to be above religion, caste, class, or cadre-based considerations. We are a young nation, and more than 500 million of our population is of the average age of 25 and below. Political India, on the other hand, is aging, and our leaders are old, I would say in some cases quite old, and not in the, when they are not able to understand what are the requirements of the young. A startling 4-decade-old gap exists between political leaders and the bulk of our population. The young, on the other hand, have no clue where their old leaders are heading. This then has led to a breakdown in communication, यानी जो पुराने leaders हैं और youth में breakdown है communication का, एक दूसरे को नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं. To give a semblance of continuity and false feeling that everything was okay, under control, some young faces were inducted into politics. थोड़ा बहुत तब्दीली आई और कुछ यंग और नए चेहरे पॉलिटिक्स में आए, मगर इनको होशियार रहना चाहिए. They should not become an assertion of the old guard. Otherwise, the rule of proxy would be perpetuated. This is my message to the young leaders. Do not become a proxy of your forefathers. Think independently. Young boys and girls, we are in an age of technological disruptions. Everything that could be digitized has been subject to massive disruption and upheaval. Everything information-based, including politics, has undergone revolutionary change. यानी digitization से, spread of mass communication से, हर चीज में तब्दीली आई है, खासकर politics में. Well-established and entrenched politicians cannot but give way to young, tech-savvy and nimble politicians. यानी जो पुराने politicians हैं, उनको कोई रास्ता नहीं है, but रास्ता छोड़ दें young politicians के लिए. The youth must remember that the window of opportunity is there only for a decade. यानी जो democratic advantage है इंडिया को of a young population, कई generations तक नहीं रहेगा. खाली विंडो है 10 साल की, क्योंकि फिर ये भी एजिड हो जाएंगे. तो मेरी ये आपसे गुजारिश है कि ये जो 10 साल की अपॉर्चुनिटी है, इसको पूरा इस्तेमाल करें. My dear friends, be the change, be the pathfinders. Today, India needs a new generation of zealous leaders who join politics to serve the nation and not to amass wealth. यानी जो young politicians हैं, उनका मिशन होना चाहिए कि देश की सेवा करें और मिशन ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि पैसा इकट्ठा करें. This is no time to hold back. Remember, our greatest threat is not the strident voice of the bad, but the appalling silence of the good. So do not remain silent. That is my message. Jai Hind.